Good morning to everybody. I hope that today's message will find you in your good health. After seeing my last video, some people have raised a question that if a person has a genetic tendency towards having a heart problem, means heart attack or angina, then what should be done for such a person? For simplification of my talk, I will discuss a few things in the beginning. Any such disease or entity which increases the risk of having a heart problem or a heart attack is termed as a risk factor. Secondly, if there is increasing number of risk factors clustering in a single person, the risk of having a heart attack is increased several fold. For example, if a person has one risk factor for having a heart problem, the risk of having a heart attack for that person is almost double as compared to the normal individuals who do not have any of these risk factors. If a person has two of these risk factors, the risk of having a heart attack is almost 5 to 7 times as compared to normal individuals. Thirdly, for further elaboration of my talk, I will categorize the risk factors into three categories. Number one are the totally non-modifiable risk factors, and these include advancing age, particularly age more than 45 to 50 years. Then is the male gender, which is an independent risk factor for developing a heart attack, particularly after the age of 50 years. Then, if somebody had a stroke in the past, the risk for having a heart attack for that person is increased as compared to the individuals who did not have a stroke in the past. Then come partially modifiable risk factors. These are the genetic tendencies towards having an increased clotting ability of the blood, or the disturbed cholesterol levels, or there is another entity which is termed homocysteine. Its levels can also be disturbed as a result of genetic abnormalities. These risk factors can be controlled or treated to some extent with medications. Then come the modifiable risk factors, which include high blood sugar, high blood pressure, increased weight, smoking, unhealthy dietary habits, lack of exercise, and lack of proper sleep timings, as well as decreased sleep duration. Let's take an example of a fire alarm mounted at the roof of an office, and if a person works in that office and unfortunately on some day he listens to the sound of that alarm, he will definitely have to make efforts to save his life. Similarly, these risk factors are like that fire alarm, and if somebody has one of these risk factors, then he should make every possible effort that he should not have any other risk factor which increases the risk of having a heart attack. For example, if a person has a genetic tendency towards having increased heart attack, for example, his blood has increased tendency to clot, or he has disturbed cholesterol levels, or he has disturbed homocysteine levels, then he should focus on the modifiable risk factors. He should reduce or control his blood sugar if he has diabetes. He should control his blood pressure if he has high blood pressure levels. He should try to manage his weight in the normal range. He should have a proper exercise time daily. He should regularize his sleep timings as well as have a focus on the sleep duration. He should have healthy dietary habits as well. So I hope that today's information will further help you in protecting yourself as well as your loved ones from developing a heart problem. Remember me in your prayers. Thank you very much.